Hello and welcome to this short tutorial taking you through how to register for the Data Security and Protection Toolkit. To register, you will need your organisation's ODS code, which stands for Organisation Data Service Code, and a valid email address. If you're not sure what your ODS code is, please do get in touch with us and we'll be able to help you with this. To get started then, follow the link on the screen, which will take you directly to the registration page on the DSPT website. Alternatively, you can search for DSPT in your web browser and click on the first link to take you to the home page. You'll then need to click on Register in the top right-hand corner. Once here, click on Continue to Questions. The next screen will ask for your ODS code. Type this in and then type in the capture code underneath as requested and click Continue. You'll then be asked for your user details, so complete the fields as prompted. And to note, the email address you enter here will be sent an activation email, so make sure you have access to this to complete the registration. After clicking Continue, you'll then be asked to check all the details you've entered so far and to accept the terms and conditions. Once you've clicked Accept and Register, you'll be sent an invitation email to finish the registration process. When you receive this, just click on the activation link within the email, and this link is only valid for 24 hours. You'll then be asked to create a password for your account, so this should be at least 8 characters long using both upper and lowercase and at least 1 digit. So now that you've registered and you've got your account, you need to go through a few questions to set up your profile on the toolkit. You'll also be able to add additional users to your account. So for this next part, we'll show you how to do this on the toolkit. So this is what you'll see when you first sign into your account. So just click on Continue to Questions. And you'll first be asked which of these categories best describes your organisation, and you want to select Social Care. Then click on Continue. The next 4 pages will ask for details around specialised roles that you might have in your organisation. So this page is asking about the Caldecott Guardian, and the others are the Senior Information Risk Owner, Information Governance Lead, and Data Protection Officer. So you don't have to actually complete any of these. So if you don't have these roles or you don't know who it is, don't worry, you can leave these answers blank for now and click on Continue past the 4 pages, as I'll do now. So the next question you come to is asking, is NHSMail the only email system used by your organisation? So if you don't use NHSMail, or maybe you use another email system as well as NHSMail, then you can click on No. If you're not sure, then that's fine to tick Not Sure, and then click on Continue. And the final question is asking if your organisation has a current Cyber Essentials Plus certification. The Cyber Essentials is a self-assessment focused on cybersecurity, and to get the Plus certification, you need to be externally verified. So again, the options are yes, no, not sure, and then click on Continue. You'll then be asked to check and confirm your answers to these profile questions. And if you need to amend any, just click on Change next to the section that you want to amend. And when you're happy with all the answers, you can click on Continue at the end. As we're just using a test site, we won't click Continue on here for now. So from now, when you log in, you should see the Social Care Assessment page. To add another user to your account, just click on the Admin drop-down in this blue bar, and then Manage Users. This page will list everyone who has access to your account. So click on Add User on the left, where you'll then be asked to enter that person's email address and the level of access you want to give them. An auditor can only view the toolkit. Members can view and edit the answers, and administrators have full access to edit answers, add more users, and they can also publish the toolkit as well. But this can also be changed at a later date. When you click Add User, they will be sent an activation link to their email account, which they'll need to click on within 24 hours to create their own password. So now we'll just go back to the assessment page. So this is the toolkit, and as you can see, the questions are listed down the centre of the page in blue, separated by these 4 topic areas. So there's staffing and roles, policies and procedures, data security, and IT systems and devices. And there are 43 questions in total, so the aim would be to answer all 43 questions and then publish at standards met. There is a stepping stone level, however, called approaching standards. And to get to that level, you only need to answer the 27 questions that are labelled as mandatory. So these would be a good place to start. So to answer a question, you just click on the one that you want, and a box will open up with the question, further information about what the question is asking, and some helpful guidance on how to answer it. And most of the questions also come with a link to either further information or sometimes a template that can be used, particularly in the policies and procedures section, for example. There are a number of resources there that can be downloaded and edited for use. And there are various question types. This question is a text box answer, where you'll need to write your answer in the box there. And if I just close this and go into the next question, you can see that this one is a tick box. So you would just tick this one to confirm and then click on Save. And you'll notice that that question is then marked as completed. So it's really easy to keep track of your progress in the toolkit. And the system will automatically save itself at regular intervals. And you also don't have to start at the beginning and can answer the questions in any order that you'd like. So another question type, you might also be asked to upload a document. So here's an example, but you can choose how you want to evidence that item. So you can choose to upload the document or refer to a document you've already uploaded in the toolkit. You can include a link to the document if it's available online, or you can also write some text just describing where it's saved. And you might have noticed every question also comes with a comments optional box. This text field doesn't go towards your answer, but it is handy to have if you wanted to make any comments or notes about the answer. And it can be helpful if you're working on the toolkit with a few different colleagues, if you wanted to add a few notes as to why you answered a question in a certain way, for instance. And the toolkit is also something that you need to review and keep up to date every year. So the comments here can also help when you come back to do this. The good thing here is that your answers roll forwards from one year to the next, so it's just a case of logging in and reviewing those answers. It's worth also noting that only those that you have given access to your toolkit can see your answers. Even when publishing the toolkit after completing the questions, the only information that is made publicly available on the DSPT website is your organisation name, the level you've reached in the toolkit, and the date that you last did this on. So now that you've registered for the toolkit and set up your profile, you can log in and have a look through the questions and start answering them. If you need any support in working through the toolkit, we're running regular virtual workshops covering the 4 topic areas of the toolkit, or we can also arrange one-to-one sessions tailored to your needs to help and support you in completing the questions. So these sessions can be signed up to via the Innovation Delivery Team's website, or do get in touch with us via email on dspt@kent.gov.uk. If you experienced any difficulties in registering, you can also contact the help desk by the contacts on the screen. And for any further information about data and cybersecurity in social care, the Digital Social Care website is a really good resource for this. And they also have lots of information and helpful guides for DSPT as well. And here are some useful links to those guides and further resources you may need, such as the template policies. And there's also a link to the Toolkit's help section and the help desk. So hopefully this tutorial has been helpful in guiding you through the registration process, and you've managed to add additional users to your account if required as well. So now you need to start working through the Toolkit mandatory questions so that you can publish at the approaching standards level. And you can sign up to any of our workshops or one-to-one sessions if needed. Or please do get in touch with us if you had any queries or questions.